Yo, what up guys? So it's the day after the deadlift PR. As you guys can probably guess, I'm super stoked about that PR. I definitely put some mental limits on myself saying I hope I can just get one, and I actually ended up getting 3, which I didn't expect at all. It's taken about a year, but I've finally been able to add some kilos to my deadlift, and it's looking pretty good. So, but not gonna lie, I'm feeling pretty sore, back is sore, legs are sore, and I do have the dunk session tomorrow, so hopefully I can sort of just recover by then. But yeah, one thing I just want to say is not to put mental limits on yourself. I definitely did that this session, and that's something I'm going to learn from, because it can be really bad at times and you can really limit yourself physically as well, because you might say, oh, I just want to deadlift this number for 1 rep, but in reality you can actually do a lot more than that, but you don't, put in the effort accordingly to that. You just do it accordingly to what the number you put in your head is. So what I'm going to do is probably not have like an exact number I want to hit. I just go in 100% intensity, and whatever number I end up hitting is that number. So that's one thing I'll give as a tip to you guys. But yeah, see you guys next clip. Alright, now onto the topic for the rest of this video. A little bit of sort of like a rant. And I want to make this a regular thing where I just come out here, talk about a certain topic, and just really give my thoughts on it, and sort of just kind of rant about it in a way. The thing I want to talk about today is when this is something I've encountered recently, and it's been on my mind, is when you get those questions every now and then. I'll be getting those questions every now and then, maybe on Instagram or wherever, and it would be something like, oh, can you just write me up a free program? Now the reason I really hate those kind of messages is because you're really just asking to be spoon-fed, and you're not really taking advantage of the resources we have. We have so many resources. We've got Google, we've got YouTube. There's so much stuff available for you to learn about programming and learn about how to do it. And to just be lazy and say, oh, can you just write me up a program? I think it's just a really bad mentality, because you're basically asking someone to spoon feed you. You're too lazy to do any of the work. And to be honest, if you're too lazy to do the work, do the research, and just have to ask someone straight up, then you're probably too lazy to do that program in the first place. And that's a reality. Now, I'm not saying in all instances it's bad. Some people are more than happy to write up free programs, and that's fine. I even used to do that myself. Some people, spend a lot of time on it, make sure they write you a good program, and they'll do it for no cost, no problems at all. And I 100% respect that. I used to do that myself. But the thing is, a lot of people, especially a lot of people who do online coaching, they might have their programs up for a small price, and someone is just going to message them saying like, I don't have money, can you just write me up a free program? And I understand financial situations for some people can be very difficult, but things like YouTube are free, things like Google are free, so you can always just research and take time and just find out things. Now, one thing you can do is email those people and say questions like, okay, how can I get better at my programming knowledge? Or what books would you recommend? Or what videos would you recommend? Or what styles of workout do you do? Or what styles have benefited you the most? Things like that are great questions, but I wouldn't recommend just DMing someone and saying, quick, can you just write me up a free program? And the chances are, if you're just expecting a quick written up program, that program's not going to be very good anyway, because it takes time, and you've got to know the athlete personally. You've got to know how they are, their traits and things like that, to actually make a good program. So that's one thing I wanted to say. When you're going to ask someone for tips, just go about it in the correct way. Don't just expect to be spoon-fed. Put in a little bit of the work, a little bit of the time, do the research, find a good program, maybe you can find a good program online, but you can also just gain some good knowledge and things like that. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this talk. If you did, smash the thumbs up button, subscribe if you're new, turn on your notification bells. Hope you guys are also enjoying the documentation of my strength training. Took me about a year, but I finally added a few kilos to my deadlift. So super stoked about that. Hopefully I can just keep that going. And yeah, see you guys in the next vid. Peace.